Welcome everyone who is here for Scorpio. So if your person has Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this is your reading. Welcome to the cross watchers as well. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And energies can be interchangeable or vice versa, so keep that in mind, okay? So I'm going to start off with messages from your person, so go ahead and think about them. What would this person say to you if they had no filter? What would this Scorpio say to the viewer if they had no filter, please? Got a couple falling out already. I love our ride or die connection. I will be here for you no matter what. And I love how outgoing you can be. You're someone everyone can't help but notice. I cannot forgive you for the hurt you caused me. Okay. And at the back of the deck, we've got maybe. So if you had a question coming in, the answer is maybe. It looks like whether you are aware of it or not, this Scorpio is saying that they can't hurt you, they can't forgive you for the hurt that you caused them. Scorpios are water signs, and they are extremely sensitive ones, and they have a tendency to feel betrayed rather easily. So and Five of Cups is a card of catastrophizing or making a mountain out of a molehill, so it could be something small that this person is talking about, or it could be something that you know that you did and this person's having trouble forgiving you, okay? But on the bright side, they say that, you know, they love that you're in this Queen of Wands energy, regardless of your sign, regardless of your gender, and the things that they like about that, and that you guys have a ride or die connection, which kind of, you know, makes sense if you're here for Scorpio. So this is situation, future outcome, and advice. So the first card that we've got is the Moon card. Could be Pisces or Cancer, have that strong in your chart, but again, you don't have to be. Then we've got the Page of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got water and earth here. So what this says to me overall is just like subconscious affection and wealth. That's what this means to me. If we're going to put it in one sentence, that's what it would be. Subconscious affection and wealth. The situation at present is a mysterious one with the moon here. Okay, it does represent the unknown, as well as the willingness to engage in obsessive imaginings to alleviate your worst fears and your desires, right? To mostly, it's interesting that you would need to alleviate your desires, but the moon can mean that as well. So this feels like, you know, it feels like your person's energy. But that's what the card means. That's what the situation is. Scorpios do tend to be obsessive. You could be a Capricorn. He's a Capricorn on the card there, David Bowie. They tend to be very obsessive as well, but it isn't an obsessive energy is the main thing that I'm getting there. And again, it has to do with kind of trying to soothe fears. Some of you could be living in the future where you and your person live happily ever after, right? Where all of the problems or whatever that Five of Cups is talking about, where all of that is done away with, forgiven and forgotten, or just generally that whatever issues you guys are having are all ironed out, and so you're living in that place in the future. Meanwhile, you're ignoring the red flag. So this card basically says not to do that. You guys are going to use your imagination to create your reality. Make sure you're doing it within the framework of the law of assumption or the law of attraction, so that you're being calculated in how you do it, as opposed to just deluding yourself in a way that doesn't serve you. I feel guided to say, okay? So with that being said, yeah. Some of you could be involved in a blame game with this person, particularly if somebody has strong Cancer in their chart as well. What this is saying, though, basically, is that it is a time, presently or soon, it will be a time to open your heart and unfurrow your brow, right? Because compassion is needed in the situation, and maybe you guys are already being compassionate. Keep doing that if you are, you know, because you both need to see things from a different vantage point. I mean, you already are. You're different people. You're seeing things from different vantage points, and each of you has your own reasons for doing the things the way that you do, and that needs to be taken in consideration. Again, that's the situation, so you could already be doing that, and if so, continue. If not, so it's just something to consider. So the future outcome is the Page of Cups. So this Page of Cups talks about new romance, okay? It can be a new cycle in an existing relationship, or maybe this is a newer connection, or you are actually headed for a new romance, or at least a new cycle. Like I said, you know, this card is a sweet, loving, and giving, sincere card, so it's good in that sense. So this is what's coming in your future, which is pretty good, right? You probably do want some romance in your future, and we see at least a little bit of it in the future here. It is, for example, can represent things like mushy texts, I guess, mushy texts, very, very long talks on the phone. This is not a kind of hook up and chill, Netflix and chill type of energy at all. This is genuine, and you're about to experience something very good soon, whether it's with this person or someone else. With the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, essentially, if we wanted to narrow it down, it means deeply secure comfort. Okay, so possible marriage into a wealthy family or an inheritance could be related to this Page of Cups energy, okay? You know, if there is a downside to this, it's that luxury and comfort can sometimes mean boredom. This could even be talking about your present connection with your Scorpio. Maybe things have gotten a little routine, and so that needs to be changed up, okay? Yeah. And it just does feel like you guys, I do feel like you guys have the emotional intelligence to handle anything that comes up here with regards to money and home or work or any sort of stagnation or routine within the connection. Ten of Pentacles is kind of an evolved energy. So I think there is a lot to be said for just having enough money to pay your bills, right? Money is good. I think it gets a bad rep. Most people could benefit from having a lot more of it and would actually be healthier inside and out if that was the case. And it certainly takes some stress off of a relationship, since that's one of the top, I think, is like the #1 thing that breaks up relationships. Maybe next to infidelity or something like that. So I'm just saying it's a good thing to have this Ten of Pentacles here. You know, it does take a ton of stress off the relationship, which is a very good thing, okay? So if I had to guess, I would say that, you know, there's going to be a continuation of this connection. But if you are on the lookout for someone else or someone new, it looks like a pretty good person is coming in for you, so keep a lookout for that. That's what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it resonated. Please hit that like button and subscribe. If it didn't fully resonate, or you just want to check out your person's sun, moon, and rising signs, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys next time.